good evening, and welcome to another evening of late for me because I've got 1 at 10, which is the lovely Angela Thompson. Hello, Angela.
Hi, thank you for having me on your show. How are you doing, Steve? Hey,
Oh, I love having you on. Then,
thank you very much.
and also at 11 o'clock, we've got another one, so it's going to be a late one tonight for me. Thank you
Oh,
very much
wonderful.
for, thank you very much, everybody, for joining me today. But in the meantime, we've got to go back and speak to Angela. Angela, you
Hello.
are a sight to see. You're looking so wonderful tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank
Anyway,
you.
how have you been with with all your music? Because we're coming out of lockdown now and everything. And what's
Very
been
good.
happening?
I've been very busy because besides the shows, I'm also working on some music behind the scenes too, and working on original music, and I'm working on sending my show out also to some other besides Facebook Live, also out into Twitch and friends that are not on Facebook that would like to see performances. So I'm trying to get out there a little bit more. You know, we're still in a lockdown here in Toronto until June 2nd. So everyone here is not able to go out and perform. So here we are online, which is, it's wonderful because you get to meet new people and you get to share your music. You make new friends. And some of them are, well, look at us. We connected. We connected through this lockdown. So
Yes,
it's wonderful.
I tell you what, there's one thing what I like about you because unfortunately sometimes when you come on, I go to bed. It's not because I
Always late.
don't. It's not because I don't like watching you, but then when I wake up in the morning, I'm thinking, right, that's it. I've got to get on and listen to your program, and it wakes me up. It makes me cheerful for the day, and it just kind of like makes my day, really good.
Oh, thank you. Wow. Thank you very much. Anytime you want, even if it's too late for you, you can always send in a message if you're like, hey, do you know this song? And just put it in there and I'll add it in. I get that with people. A lot of friends will come on after the fact. Live isn't always in the moment because it's always a live show. It's live anywhere. So when people know they can come later and their schedules have conflict, they just tune in later. And some never catch me live. They catch me after. And that's when my numbers keep clicking. Like
Mm,
compared to the end of my show yesterday and where it is today, there's a big difference. And it'll keep going because they know. And I'm like, that's great. I get messages, I get texting, I get telephone calls, I get emails. It's like, do you know this Do you know this song? Can you try this song when you get a chance? And they come on and then they hear it, and I will either dedicate it or say, hey, I was asked for this. And it's kind of a nice treat to get something you were kind of wanting.
yeah.
And it has a personal connection to it as well because I delivered, right? So,
Now,
yeah, so it's fun.
I'll tell you what, the last time we chatted, I said to you that I would love to make a song. Do you remember that? Do you
Well, yes.
remember?
And have you done it yet?
Well, I have, but I've got a few more verses to go,
Mhm.
and
I'd
I'm
love to
getting
hear
there.
it.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. When it's done, I'm going to make sure that you do hear it, and it's going to be really good. And I think it's going to be really good. But as long as my wife don't think that I'm going to sing any Elvis songs or anything like that, just
Well, I'm excited to hear it. And it's funny because when you have a song, sometimes they're instant, you get them really quickly done. Other times it's like pulling teeth because you really got to work at each area of it. And you're like, wow, what's going on with this? And then you have a masterpiece when you're done. That would be wonderful. Let me know when you're done. I can't wait to hear it.
yeah, I'm trying to get it to music at the moment. I can't. You know what? I can write a song,
Mhm.
put all the words down on the paper, but I find it very difficult to put the music to it.
It's a process. You'll get it. You've got to hear it in your head. You've got to, and if you don't, you got to try stuff. You've got to just move around with it because you might just be walking and all of a sudden a melody comes to you, or sometimes you have to create it. I mean, try your phone number, put your phone number to music. It might sound insane, but you can literally take every number to a specific pitch and lay the number out and it can give you a melody. Sometimes it works, other times it's very dissonant. But there's many, these are creative things that you can do to create a melody because it's never easy. Sometimes they come quick, sometimes they don't, but I know I have faith you can do it. You can pull it off. It'll be great. And as you put it together, you'll be just like, look at this, look what I created here. I pulled this together I worked on it, and I actually like what I wrote. And you'll be amazed at how much you're going to like what you finished with. You could do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can do it. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up on it. I don't give up on it. Anyway, we can. Is there any chance we can? Can we hear you play tonight or not?
Yes, absolutely. I just want to mention one thing. I'm having difficulty hearing you. I'm not sure if on your end others are having that too, but it's very, very muffled. So I
Okay.
have my
Is
phone
that better?
cranked to the top.
Is
Let's
that
see.
better?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now I got you.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that. It's in
No,
my
no,
shirt. It's in my shirt. Always, always in my shirt.
no. Okay, I'll head over to the piano. And so, you know what I did? I knew that possibly you would ask me. And I thought, well, I'll set everything up in case you do. And if you didn't, I have work to do too. So it's good. So what I'll do is I'll have my fiance hold the phone. I didn't set up a tripod. I could have done that, but he can move around. So I'll just walk into my music room here. I've been very fortunate with this pandemic. I had all my equipment here, and there's many musicians that don't have their equipment. So they don't have the means, or if they do, they have something that hasn't allowed for them to if they're a singer, so you can hear me now.
Okay.
Reverb. If they're a singer, some don't actually have a setup with enough
Yeah.
equipment, so it's tough for others. I was lucky that I have all my stuff, so I haven't gotten a little bit crazy during this lockdown. You know, maybe what I will do is grab my. I'll just show you my room. Others have seen it before, but who knows who has come
Yeah.
on for the first time. Here we go. So there's my piano.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
seen it before. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I am.
Beautiful.
Frank is going to come down here shortly. He's just finishing a call, but I'm going to grab my tripod here, which is really quick, and wait and just put my phone onto it. It's probably the best because I can hear him on a call as we speak.
I'm going to explain on the radio, because we're on the radio too. So I'm going to explain to people what you were doing. So Angela Johnson was showing us at the studio where she just plays with her music and everything, and so that's what she was doing. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I'll just get Frank to come on down and hold my phone. Francesco. Okay, can you come in? I'm in an interview. Can you come and hold my phone for me? Right now.
Yeah, you tell him to come down.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're ready to go.
You take your time, don't worry.
Okay. I'm just going to unplug here.
So what's it like to get married? When you're going to get married then?
We don't have a date yet. We don't have a date. But I can let you know when the date is. You want to come? Everybody's invited. Hey. So he goes, oh, we getting married. Isn't he funny? Well, you stuck rings on my finger. He's kidding.
He's not even asked you to marry you yet.
Say that again?
He's not even asked you to marry you yet.
Oh, yes, he did. He's just kidding.
All right.
No, he was kidding. Hey, Frank, you better fix that. He thinks that you haven't asked me to marry you yet.
Oh, no.
Okay, you ready? Okay. So maybe I'll start with an instrumental and then I'll sing one for you. How does that sound? And I can test
Okay.
everything. Okay, so we're live on the radio. Okay. So you're going to want to turn it this way.
Okay, you want me to add help?
That'll do. Yeah, that's fine.
Are you live right now?
I'm live. We were waiting.
Oh, okay. I can't be able to see.
Okay.
Hello, Frank.
So he thinks you haven't asked me to marry
How are you?
Yeah. When are you going to marry this lovely woman? Because if you don't, I'm going to come over and marry her myself.
I don't blame you, but I have to warn you. You'll have your hands full.
He thinks you haven't asked me to marry.
Oh, of course I have. Yes, I have. Yeah.
Yes. Have you got down on one knee, on your one knee and asked her yet?
well, we don't have a date yet because this whole COVID thing just messed everything up. So
Well, yeah, you should marry her quickly.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And how are you doing? You good? Everything
Yes,
good?
yes, thank you. I really enjoyed our interview last time.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
so this song I'm gonna play is an original. It's from what I'll show you my album so you understand what this is. There it is. So it's from the double album, classical
Can you
one.
see okay?
Yeah,
one
yeah,
here.
that's right. Yeah.
It's called A Winter Design. It's gonna be an instrumental, this one. And then the next one I do, I'll sing you another one. I'll sing the next one, and that is my latest single.
Does this have to be? This is-
You can see it.
Gosh, well done.
Thank you. I actually had to read my score. It's funny when you write your own music, sometimes if you write enough of it, you can get away from certain songs, you come back to them and they're new to you again. Do you remember the last time we had an interview, you asked me, which song have you written that means the most to you or that you were most proud of or something along those lines? You asked me
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I said to you the song that I wrote for my father. But the funny thing is that when I performed, I didn't perform that song for him. I performed another one. And I realized that. And I thought, well, that was kind of not too bright. Maybe I should have played that. I'd like to play that for you now. And it's called It's a Long Goodbye.
Okay.
I need to look at my words. Just 1, 2. Thank you, Frank.
Okay.
I'm on my way. I'm singing. The ocean breeze keeps my spirit free. It carries me. It's falling on my journey.
Love's been to me. It's a longer time, songs of life, poetry inspires me, my guiding light. It's a longer life to the other side. You hold me tight, you put down a fight. And every life, it's a longer life to the end melody sings through me. Rhapsody, sings me. It's a long night, another side. We are with the light. It's a longer surround me. It's a wonder night
You can actually hear that on my site, and you can get a free download of it. I ask you for an email for that, which is kind of the only way I can send it to you instantly. But if you go onto my site, angelicasmusic.com, you can actually get that fully produced. So it has all the drums and synth and everything, which is kind of nice. I give you the bare bones of piano and voice. So hey, yeah, I enjoyed playing for you. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you, thank you. What was it like to win the People's Choice Awards?
Oh, with the Waterfront Awards, actually, you know what? It was a real pleasure to perform at that. That was an award. It was really for women. The whole awards were recognizing women, and I was very happy to receive that because the People's Choice, the most votes, it's kind of a compliment on your music when you know that people would like to have you win something or you have enough numbers that it stands out. So I think I was very complimented by that. And I think that when you're a writer, when you're a songwriter, composer, we're very hard on ourselves. So we generally like everything we write. So when somebody acknowledges that, not only are further complimented and honored by that. But also, I think that it's just a wonderful moment to post with friends that you were recognized for something in your creations or in the music industry, something that you've done. Because really, there's a lot of things that you give in the music industry to the world. We can practice for ourselves, we can write for ourselves, but in the arts, when you're performing for people, when you're recording for people, there's kind of a constant always giving. So when you receive something back, it's just a very, very nice gesture. So that was the excitement, I think, was just to know that I can have a moment where in that evening, I also got to perform and join some friends that I knew as well. So yeah.
Yeah. I've got a question here for you. It says here, hi, Angela, how long did it take you to learn the piano?
You know what I'm going to do? I want to put on my earbuds. I'm having a hard time hearing you. I'm probably going to sing a couple more.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm just going to put on my earbuds because Frank can't hear you. And I'm having a hard time. I think you asked me, how long did it take me to learn how to play the piano?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. You know, the voice that you were hearing, the gentleman who was speaking in the background, I just want to show you who this is. Frank Caruso, my fiance here.
I haven't had a haircut in 5 months.
I just wanted to let you know who that was. And I know you've interviewed him before. So just for the people out there that were wondering who is that in the background, that would be Frank Caruso, a filmmaker and my fiance. To answer your question, I'm still learning how to play. I think when you're a pianist or a singer, I'm still learning how to sing too. You're constantly in your own schooling. You're constantly trying to do something to be better, or you're changing a style, or you're changing how you do an arrangement. So I could literally show you a song in one lesson, give you a couple of chords, your left hand playing a few things, and your right hand doing a melody, and you could leave with one song under you. So you can learn a song in a day, but it takes a lifetime to actually learn your instrument because you're overcoming obstacles all the time. And it might be maybe something you could improve in your playing. Maybe your ear training is increasing. Maybe you're adding to your style. Maybe you're practicing a very serious classical piece and there's something technically taxing in there. So you have to work at it. I think that a musician is in school for their entire life. So although I've played professionally, I've recorded, there are things I could tell you, well, I could work on this, I could work on that, this could be better. And I think that anyone else out there that does the same would feel the same way, because the only way that you can be better is to be really hard on yourself, have the discipline to practice, have the motivation to dig in and do things oftentimes when you don't want to be doing them as well, which is kind of working away and chipping away at something like the song we're talking about that you're writing. And there's a bit of a discipline with that. To make yourself do something in a moment that you don't want to, if there's a struggle, it can happen. And I think that would be normal for most. So I think playing the piano is a lifetime, call it your career. It's a lifetime career to say, I'm still learning. And I hope that I'm better than I am tomorrow. I hope that I'm better tomorrow than I am today. Because we get used to it. We have these tendencies of things that we play where you can really hear the style of a person. You can put on a record, put on a CD, stream something, and you listen to even a wonderful composer that you're familiar with. There's a signature in their playing and the writing that they've done. And piano players have that. So you can hear something and identify with who that is. And so there's these tendencies of the things that we do in our playing that gives us a signature. We always want to be adding to the arsenal of what is in your arrangement, your surrounding arrangement to a composition. And that's part of what your schooling is to yourself, is that you don't want to keep doing the same thing over. You want to keep adding something, but still have what's truly your personality and your kind of touch on things. And maybe you think, well, I have all these embellishments and my left hand's going up and down and all these arpeggios. To piano players, I'll know what that is. But maybe I just want to chord it. Maybe I want to simplify this. Maybe I want to do these other things musically that I don't just pull out of a hat with, that I need to do some scales with my hands and be up and down the piano with the right more than I have things, which I could tell you that's something I could do. So another pianist might say, I'm always chording and I could really put something in my left hand. I've been doing that. Then that's what I'm talking about, where you're always learning how to play, is that you have to undo habits You have to break through on things. And I don't think that anyone can say, I don't need to practice anymore. I don't think anyone would say that, because we enjoy our accomplishments. You truly find magical moments of genius when you're alone and you're practicing and you didn't have an audience in the moment. And nothing can touch the fact that you've overcome something and you're like, oh, I wish I wrote that down. I played that and I don't remember what I did. I didn't record it. And wow, I've never played that piece so good, but I didn't have an audience. And you're like, that was a magical genius moment. I hope I can find that maybe one day this century again. So I think that happens to people. And I don't think I'm just speaking only with piano. I think that it's with other instruments. We just want to always be better at what we do because we're entertaining ourselves too. Right, we're giving to other people. We are still playing for us too first.
Yes. Alice from Australia, she said, would it be possible if I can buy one of your albums, please?
Oh, I love that. I'm so honored. Thank you.
I'm glad that you're back on Steve's show again. I watched you 4 weeks ago on Steve's show, and I love you coming back on because it's always different. Would it be possible if I can have one of your albums? Tell me where I can buy one too, and would it be possible if you could sign it too?
I just want to make sure I heard you correct. Allie, this is Allie, right? That you're talking about? Alex. Okay. Yeah, I'm having a hard time hearing your mic. I believe Alex. Thank you very much. Thank you. I think I heard you say that you enjoyed hearing me, and you have heard me before, and you would like one of my albums, and you'd like me to sign it. One of the 5. Did I hear that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, hey, thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to just show you these. Here, I keep this displayed for several reasons. One is that I do a show that's 2.5 hours. I don't really want to put on a whole bunch of writing around a video. I like the room shown. And if anyone comes in at any moment and they see it, they get to know how to find my website. They get to know how to find my music if they're curious. And I don't have to just bring it in and stop what I'm doing. So I'm just going to let you see this if you can. Let me see if you can see that. Does that work? Where is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I got enough light on that. Probably not. Okay. So this is a contemporary classical double CD.
Right.
Okay. And then these 3 are pop albums. That song you heard me play is a single on my latest album that's not shown here. So there's 5 here, but there's actually a 6th one. But you can get that actually as a free download on my site, angelicasmusic.com. I hope that that's not backwards. Is that backwards? No. Okay. And you just put in your email for it. So you can get that latest download. I will be releasing the rest of that CD each month, a new song. Very, very shortly here, you will hear my next single on that. So you don't see that here. Alex, I guess I will ask, is there a specific one you'd like, or would you like me to recommend one? Now, before you answer that, you can hear all my music on my website. I let you hear everything on my website. Because I know that the stores give you 30 seconds, which I don't believe is enough to know if you like a song or not. Radio used to give you 30 days of hearing a song every day before you wanted it. And then the streaming, if you're on streaming, of course, I'm in all the stores, I'm in Spotify. This is my Spotify link. It's Angelica. There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yes, I would absolutely love that. I will sign up for you, but I need to get details from you. So I don't know if I will get that through Steve, or if you can send me a message on my website, or what you would like to do. I want you to pick the one that you want, unless you want me to pick it for you and connect with you.
She said she's going to contact you directly, and
okay, perfect.
She would definitely direct. There's about 3 or 4 people who's after CDs.
Oh, 3 or 4 after CDs. Well, thank you. Wow, what a compliment. Yeah. See. You know, I got to tell you, I'm a little humble when it comes to my creations, because I want amazing music, and so I want to be a better writer. And so when somebody says to me they like my music, I'm like, wow. And I don't go, why? Because I like mine, but I like some really amazing music out there. So when I'm told that from others, I'm always ecstatic that you would want to listen to it, short of being surprised by it coming in on a playlist or something, you know. So hey.
Yeah, on our radio at the moment, we've got 2,380 people listen to this. interviews.
Right now.
Yeah, and
Two,
on
wow.
yeah.
Did I hear you correct? 2,380 people right now?
right now on radio.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that's how we do it. So because we do radio, but also we do this live too. So
Oh, I love that.
um,
Oh, what
So-
an honor.
yeah. Couple of questions
Mhm.
coming up. Barbara wants to know. She's all the way from Tennessee.
Mhm.
You've got to bear with me for that. I've got a bit of a cold. I don't know why.
No
but-
problem.
And she's saying, what is the best place you ever performed at?
Oh, I like that question. That's really important because every place has this moment, right? I love the online, but I love to be with people. So as much as I love online, I know I'm staring into a lens and I can't get up from what I'm doing and walk over to you. And sometimes I would, on cruise ships, I did cruise ships for 8.5 years on Disney, Carnival, and Holland America. And I always made the performances about people. So I'd walk out with a feathery boa
Yeah, I
and
know.
I'd take it off my neck and put it on people. And there's a synergy with people. And so being in a room full of people is really, really special to me. Even though I love online, I can't get to you, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at text, we're talking, sometimes it's not in the moment. So it would have to be in a room. Special moment performing. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love that. Special moment performing. I think that special moment I was doing a telethon, and it was I did them for about 6 years. It was for feeding anyone that needed food at Christmas time. They would get a basket. And so many musicians came together and we collected money to help feed people who were hungry. And I mean, you could have had a house, you could have had many, many things. And you're not just homeless. This is that you need food. And so I did a performance and I came back from the performance and they interviewed me. And I did 55 minutes one evening where I was kind of on standby. We all had these moments, but of course, scheduling people, but sometimes people wouldn't show up because Murphy's lurking, things happen. And so I did this extra time. We came back on the board and there was this huge jump in dollars. And I was donating my time. I was not paid for this. But when I realized how much came in through inspiration and how many people we liked, I was touched. I was so touched. And I was thinking, wow, people are eating. We got all this money and, it makes me tear up because it wasn't about me. It was about other people. But all the other people did the same thing and decided to give some money and decided to give something so that somebody could eat. And I thought, wow, that's so amazing. That, I think, was one of my best performances. Because not only did I play wonderfully, and I was thinking in the moment, boy, I'm kind of in the groove. This is good. But even when I think about it, it still tears me up because I was surprised at how much money came in a short period of time. And I thought, why? Until I realized, because we're giving to people. That's why. It wasn't me. It was all of us. And I love the music, but they were inspired by it, that I did that they were there for the moment. And suddenly all these hampers were bought for all these people in a very short period of time that could eat another meal. I was like, wow. And that's anyone. There's a lot of people that need help. You could have a job. You could have your family helping you, but just things are not working out. And you don't have the income to cover everything. And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to go to places for help. But it's okay to be on the end where you're going to be part of making that happen. So I enjoyed that part. So that would be my best performance. It was a telethon, Elves Club telethon in British Columbia. Which is where I'm from. I'm originally from Alberta, but I lived there for about 5 years, and I came out to Toronto for my fiance, so here I am. But I enjoy doing that every Christmas. I would do that and always perform original music for it. And I think it's important for every musician to do something that gives from your heart, that you're not getting paid for, but that you're part of the vehicle that allows to entertain a crowd that might want to donate to a cause you believe in. Because everybody has to have charity, a sense of charity in them, some kind of sense of community. You can't just say, well, I'm a musician and pay me. It's not entirely about that. So my best moment was when I gave everything and then everybody else did. And we turned around and we fed a lot of people. And I thought, wow, that was amazing.
Yeah,
There's a long answer for you.
yeah, we kind of like last week we helped an 88-year-old man who was on a
Oh.
walking frame. On
Mhm.
a walking frame. He was been on the walking frame for a long time.
A walking
we,
frame?
yeah, yeah. And you know, he was having problems walking on it.
Mhm.
So what we did is I got in contact with somebody to get him a mobility scooter so
Wow.
he can ride around on. And it was really, you know, and that was like a, you know, that was like a relief, you know, because he's had strokes and he's had problems in the past. So we thought, let's get him that, you know what I mean? So that's what we do. See, because on here, it's not just kind of like doing interviews, we also help people too when we can. You know, it's just kind of like, it's all about kind of like helping so many people that we can, and that's what we love it. You know, we've got cancer. You know, when we do our other chats, like I don't know, it could be somebody talking about mental health, and they wanted counselling. Say, we've got counsellors on here to talk to people. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And they get all voluntary and everything. So we do.
So you help a lot of lives. And we talked about that too.
Yeah,
You have a good heart.
yeah.
Good
Well,
for you.
I try to anyway. But
Wonderful.
what I'm trying to say, but I've got a message here. It says, Luke, is it Luke? Luke. Would it be possible if you can ask Angela if did she know any gospel music? Do you know any gospel music?
Yes.
Can you play one?
Yes, I can. I hope, I want to say this though. I'm hoping that it's translating nice and clear. I mean, there's a way to plug in with certain apps that gives you right off the board. Going through the room, sometimes they crackle. I'm hoping this is translating really, really well way over there.
It is. It is.
I'll ask Frank. Okay, wonderful. I'll ask Frank to hold my piano. My check my volume. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to play a gospel song.
Okay.
How great that. That's okay. For many people. I have readings. Give me 2 seconds while I pull it up.
That's okay. So while we're waiting for Angela, can you make sure, please, that you follow Angela on her web pages, on her everywhere, on her Facebook, and have a look at her music and buy some of her music. You know, we like to, you know, encourage people to kind of, you know, follow our guests and everything. So please do that.
Got it?
2 seconds. I'm pulling up the correct one.
Yeah, Angela has a list of 3,500
Yeah.
songs, so it's a lot of music.
Yeah, yeah. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, here it goes.
Oh Lord my God, when I'm in awesome wonder, consider all the works of thy hands. When I see storms, I hear the rolling thunder. The universe display. Then sings my song, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my song, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou when my awesome wonder consider all the heavens and forest blaze of wonder, and hear the voice sweetly of the trees that o'er the clouds lofty mountain grandeur, and hear the roars of the still sings my song, the Savior God to me. How great thou art, how great thou art. And sings my song, my Savior God to me. How great thou art, how great thou sings my song, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And sings my song, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great
beautiful.
That was beautiful.
I gave you some classical piano in the middle there.
That was
Thank you.
so
Thank you.
beautiful. That was.
Thank you. I'm going to plug in again so I can hear you. Funny how the cell phone works.
That's not an entire orchestra.
Well, I wanted it to. Some people like voice, some people like piano, and because I do both of them, I kind of like to give you a bit of both, because I could do it like a radio song, like you've heard recordings, but you didn't come here to hear me do your radio song. You wanted live, right? So I think when you do that, you got to give extra solos. You got to make it live, make it your own type of thing, and that's a beautiful gospel song.
Oh,
Thank you for asking.
It's one of my favorite songs. It's one of my favorite songs. I got baptized with that song.
Did you? Well, hey,
Yeah.
wonderful. I picked the right song then, didn't I?
Oh, it was a lovely song. I don't know how you knew that, but I was, it was
Aw.
really nice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You know, it's funny, there's 2 more verses on it, but because I mixed it, I went just with the 2 verses on it and some piano and back around. And because of the length, I made it.
That's okay. When I was watching you doing the piano,
Mhm.
and I'm thinking, gosh, I won't be able to keep up with Angela doing that. You're just like,
Do you remember I said to you there's tendencies with your hands? There's a few
Yeah.
things that you heard me do there. I know how to do arpeggios. I can pull those out of a hat. It doesn't matter the key. I've worked them enough so that if I want to throw that in there, boom, there it is. But there's other things I could be doing that are scaly, right? And those are the things, those signatures of piano players that you get to know. So that would be one of mine.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I've got a question here. Can you talk about, Steve, can you have Angela back again, talk about a cruise, like when she was on the cruises? Love to hear that. That's planned on that is planned for our next interview if she likes to do that. But yeah,
I would love to.
Yeah, we want to talk about that.
Okay.
There's a big list of at the moment of Angela we've been going through, so we're just digging out at the moment. There's massive list, honestly.
Well, thank you. I would love that.
Yeah. So we want to talk about all your cruises, about the cruise ships that you've been on,
Mhm.
and talk
Okay.
about, because you went on Disney, that was really good. So we just want to find out about the life, what it was like being on a cruise ship.
Oh, there's many things I could tell you.
Yeah, I know you can, yeah. I've got somebody here at the moment and said,
Mhm.
Angela, would it be possible if you play us one last song before we go? I think, yeah, if Angela's all right, we've got about 5 minutes left.
Okay.
Would you better play one more song?
Absolutely. Was it a request or shall I pick it?
You can pick it.
Do you want an original or do you want a pop song?
Well,
Do you want?
what
I
have
know
you got?
I know you played a video of me doing He Ain't Heavy, and I know you liked that.
Yeah,
But I do over 3,500 tunes, so I can do original if you want, or I can give you.
There's one of
Doesn't-
your songs I love. It's on one of your CDs. You should. Do you know that?
Okay. I'll. Shall I pick it then?
Go ahead. See if you're right.
Okay. Yeah, this is crazy. I wrote these and I have to look at my lyrics or chord progression. Is that insane? I think that happens to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is called A Song for the One. And it's on my dream. You're laughing.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Did I nail it?
Yeah. You nailed it. Yeah.
Hey, roll the dice. Look at that. Okay,
Are
so
you,
that's
Are
on.
you psychic?
What's that?
Are you psychic?
Oh, wow. There's a loaded question. Yeah, I like the intuitive. So that's off of, that would be a yes on the intuitive. This is off of my Dreamland Awakening album, which
Yeah.
looks like that. There it is. Yeah. Sorry, there's a reflection on that. Okay, you can also hear it on my site. I'm going to give the phone to Frank. Frank is such a trooper to do this for me. Thank you. And
Right to the last one now.
My volume's best here, for the microphone on it. I was hoping to plug in on that. Maybe next time I will have that ready. I have a funny thing I want to share with you. I don't say this to many people, but I played this for a friend after I finished recording it, and I let her hear the recording, and she said, I want that for my wedding. And I thought, wow, okay. But maybe I should play it for you before I tell you what it's about. I think I will do that. I think I would let you conclude for yourself, and then I'm going to tell you who.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I think I'll do that. I don't want to spoil it for you. It's something you can't see, but you know it's real. It's when you get that feeling, something's not so real. Maybe the presence you feel, it is for you in truth. It makes you feel it's in you and me. It's true. So far touches your soul. A song somewhere, it's everywhere. Somewhere knows it too. Connecting all the people in the world. A touch we understand. Where the final words you search for, reaching out for you to have its arms. So touches your soul. I know your love. Song of one. warmed up when you said that one.
It's one of my favorites.
Brilliant.
Part tough to sing, boy. Boy.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna tell you what that song was about. Funny thing, I don't tell very many people this because it's a personal thing. And if you tell people the secrets about your song and they made it their own already, sometimes you take away from them. Would you like to know what it's about?
Go on then. Go on.
Yeah? Okay. Actually, it's about God. It's about your relationship with God. That's actually what that song is about. And I tell very few people about that. And it's funny because when I started getting reference to a wedding, beautiful love song, Frank loves a song, but I don't think, did I ever tell you that's what that was about?
No.
He knows now. He never knew. Yeah, that's what those words mean. And
I'll tell you what my wife was saying, not again, because I'm a bit of a
one
softie.
second.
Put this on so I can hear you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay, now I can hear you.
my wife said to me just now, I'm a bit of a softie because I was in tears. I love that song. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's tough to sing. I really got to be warmed up for it because your hitting high stuff is way off my range. But well, thank you very much. If you listen to the lyrics, a song for the one you are not alone, touches your soul, the unknown you're part of. A song for the one and all you are, the unknown never parts. A song for the one. It's kind of like the end of it when I said you search for a reaching hand for you to have, it's yours. Everything about it, connecting people, it's about God to me. That was my idea of, I wanted my albums to have something about God in them. And that was the one song that did. And I thought, am I going to tell anyone at all? And I've only told a few people. Now I'm telling you on an interview. I hope I didn't spoil the meaning for others on that because you wanted it to be something else, but there it is. Songs
No,
are personal.
It's really good. It's really good. I'm a Christian, and as you know, I believe in God, and I think that song it was fantastic. It touched me definitely.
Oh, and the fact that it gave you tears, I love that. I love that. Thank you. Very,
Yeah,
very honored by that too.
Okay, I've got to go, and thank you very much. Anyway,
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Frank, for holding the phone.
Thank you, Frank, for holding the phone.
Hey,
He says, hey. I know Frank is interviewing with you. You're going to interview him on Thursday.
I'm looking
Yes.
forward to it.
Yeah, he's looking forward to it. And I'm also, you're doing a wonderful thing. So I'm donating to you. We're going to donate to you. We're going to figure out how to get that to you. Yeah, this is a good thing that you're doing. It's a good thing. Especially knowing that you help people too, because that's really what we're supposed to do. I mean, we all have the things that we do. I don't need that microphone anymore. We all have the things that we do on a day-to-day basis, right? But also, if you're doing something that's including helping others in your day-to-day tasks, you're helping yourself.
Of course you are.
What goes around comes around. There's a wheel there, right? That's how we are. Thank you so much, Steve.
Thank you very much.
And thank you to everyone out there.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Looking forward to our next time together.
Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.
God bless you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye.